Libra, let's do a reading for you. This is for Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Only take what resonates. Please discard the rest. Libra, what is going on with you? This will be a quick energy read for mid-February or whenever it finds you. Although tomorrow we have a lot of exciting things happening, like all on the same day. It's like there is going to be a lunar eclipse in Aquarius tomorrow, and it's near the North Node in Pisces. So people are saying that that's somehow related. So it's like a karmic eclipse. I don't know, man. I don't know everything, but it's deep. And then there's also like the Chinese New Year happening tomorrow. So the fire horse, the year of the fire horse is coming. And Aries, Saturn just moved into Aries. And Neptune just moved into Aries. So, yeah, there's going to be more fire energy coming our way. A lot more fiery, interesting, inspiring energy. Because I do feel like Pisces energy we've been in, I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around it. Some energies, it's like you think about it afterwards. You know what I mean? It makes more sense after the time has passed. And I do think a long transit like Neptune going through Pisces, we're going to look back on the last like 15 years and see very clearly how Neptune was operating in the sign of Pisces. You know what I mean? But I'm still confused. And Neptune brings confusion. So you may be starting to feel that confusion, Libra, because Neptune is going to be opposing your sun at one point or another. It's a slow moving planet, so you're going to feel it for a while. Okay. It brings confusion, illusion, romantic delusion. It can bring unrequited love is related to Neptune. It's like related to the 12th house. But the good thing is that Saturn is also in Aries. So you're going to also get a boost of focus as well. So it's going to be very interesting. This is going to be an interesting time. Anyway, I don't mean to talk about that too much. I don't want to talk about that too much because that's like a whole thing. That's like a whole other video. I pulled the hangman for you, but it is reversed. So you are coming out of a holding pattern. You felt like you were stuck somewhere for a while and you're coming out of it. That's what that's indicating. So movement is beginning again. You might have felt like you had to wait for something. You were waiting on answers or you were waiting on more information. You were waiting on people to wake up or get on board with your plans. And now suddenly things are moving again. So you're out of this holding pattern that of uncertainty. Okay, you have the Empress as your present, Queen of Cups reversed as your known desire. The Sun is your hidden factor, the Knight of Swords, and then also Four of Wands. Yeah, okay, wonderful. Empress energy is your present. I mean, the Empress is a gorgeous card. If you are male, by the way, you can still identify with the Empress. This is very strong energy of taking care of yourself, taking care of others, being stable, like treating yourself very well. I want you to imagine that you are in a palace and people are feeding you grapes and you're like, "I'll bring some wine in right now." And then someone comes in with like a contract for you to sign and you quickly sign it and you ask some people to explain, the contract. I'm sorry. You ask them to explain the contract first. They read it to you because you know what questions to ask when you're the Empress. And then you sign it. But the whole time you are laying on your chaise lounge, right? You are comfortable, you are beautiful, you are perfumed, you are eating your grapes. People are pouring the wine and they're bringing out some beautiful fresh baked bread. That's Empress energy. Okay, so anyone can be in this like abundant and very knowledgeable leadership kind of role. Anyone can. Okay, the Emperor is just a little more masculine, but this is the feminine version of it. So it's like enjoying yourself, taking care of the kids. The kids are there and they're all learning how to swim in the private pool, and they have their swim instructor there, and you're like, awesome, this is great. And you are eating and you are drinking. That's Empress energy, right? You are stable, solid, and thriving right now. You are looking good. This is very attractive energy. With the Queen of Cups reversed, you may want to be a little meaner to people. You're like, why am I so sweet and giving all the time? Like, sometimes you want to ask harder questions. That's what this is saying. Like, you want to be a little harder on people. Maybe you want to give people a little more tough love, but you're choosing the path of peace instead because the Queen of Cups is very soft and loving and generous. And this is saying your known desire is maybe to be a little less generous, a little less giving, maybe a little more careful. That's asking those questions, right? Like I actually just did it when I was explaining the Empress scenario. It's like you might have signed a contract first and then you asked questions later. And then really in reality, you should always ask questions first, right? And then sign the contract. So that's what I'm getting a sense of. It's like you want to be a little less sweet and a little more wise when you are the Queen of Cups reversed. And also, it could also, you might be feeling overwhelmed. And I'm going to clarify this. Uh, you may be feeling a little overwhelmed and you're in denial about it. The Sun card came out. Okay. The Sun card came out as your hidden factor. So you are feeling really good right now. You're feeling a renewed sense of hope. You're feeling a renewed sense of you're desirable, you are radiant, people are excited to be around you. You have a lot of exciting things going on. You might be planning a vacation. You might be on vacation right now. And you are someone that your whole family and like your friends, like you have friends, you have family, you have money. Like this is a card where it's like, this is as good as it gets. And you're feeling that way on the inside, right? This is the hidden factor. So you're feeling really good right now. And I'm so happy to see that. We have the Child of Swords. So you are learning. This is the learner card. This is your attitude and obstacle moving forward. So there is something about this energy where you were stuck for a little while and now you're coming out of that stuck mindset, but you still want to ask questions. This is having a learner's mindset. And that's exactly what I was saying before about like the contract comes out, the people bring you a contract to sign because you're a leader. When you're an empress, you are the leader in this situation. So you have to sign all these papers, but you have to ask questions first. You do not want to sign the wrong thing and then disaster occurs, right? So this is keeping a learner's mindset moving forward to make sure that you don't get into a weird situation. Just ask those questions, okay? We have the Four of Wands, and this one came out sideways. This is our aspiration card. So you are looking to achieve something. You are looking to, it might be a marathon. It might be some kind of competition. It might be an event that you're planning. It could be anything, but you are looking to achieve something in your life, like the next level of your life. You're motivated to accomplish more. It might be completing a certificate or a degree, right? So there's something that you're working on and you're working toward, and it's very exciting. Although I will say it was a sideways element here where this could have been reversed. In which case, like, I'm getting a sense that you might just be feeling overwhelmed by how much you're trying to do, maybe in a very short amount of time. So definitely ask those questions. And then I get this Child of Wands, the seeker. So there's something you're seeking. You might be seeking answers. You might be seeking passion. You might be seeking something that inspires you and helps you find clarity as you continue to move forward because you did have this Hanged Man energy. Let me get a little bit of clarification here, my friends. Libra, what's going on with Libra? What is the Hanged Man for Libra? What is the Hanged Man for Libra? I'm gonna, interesting. Dodged a bullet. Dodged a bullet came out. I'm also going to use my other tarot deck. Hang on. Before we get too in the weeds with that, I want more clarification from tarot. What is the Hanged Man for Libra? Ah, yes. The lovers. Okay, the lovers. So there were some questions about your relationship. There were questions about something going on with the lovers. It seems like if the lovers are here, that's a good thing. Okay, it looks like that's a good thing. The lovers are here. You're moving forward in love. You are moving forward in love. And dodged a bullet, that might mean something. Like maybe there was something you didn't know about this person and you asked the right questions and you finally got the right answers from them. Maybe they were kind of like giving you mixed signals. What are the lovers? Six of Fire, achievement. So this relationship in some way is going to bring you some recognition and achievement. Dodged a bullet. I get a sense that like you had a heart to heart with this person. You had a heart to heart with this person, and maybe you learned something about them that brought you closer together, but maybe like that person didn't want to tell you everything. And now everything's out in the open. Everything's out in the open now. Empress, you are in a stable position. You are in a stable position. What is the Four of Wands and the Child of Wands? What is the Four of Wands and the Child of Wands for Libra? King of Earth. You're looking to build. You're looking to grow your family. You're looking to grow your money. You're looking to have a stable legacy moving forward. That's what you're looking at. Can you tell me more? You're looking for a good job. You're looking for a solid partnership, and it looks like you found it. The lovers are here. The Six of Fire is here. There is some kind of agreement, and that agreement has enabled you to move forward out of that Hanged Man energy. You're a moneymaker. You are a moneymaker, Libra. You are someone who is focused on the future right now with this King of Pentacles energy. Okay, and it looks like you found a partner to do it with, which is why you're in this loving sun energy in your heart space. That's really exciting. But you still want to ask those questions, you know? You still want to ask these questions, you know what I mean? Yeah. Tell me more about our conclusion for Libra. Tell me more about the conclusion for Libra. History came out. So, history, I think you asked maybe, or you learned more about someone's history. Angelic protection. You are protected. You are protected. Certificates and degrees. So yes, I got that. I do get a sense that like whoever I'm talking to today, you are a hustler, you are a mover, you are a shaker. You want to excel your education, your experience. You want to improve your status. You want to do well in the world, and you are motivated to do that. Maybe it's like you might have a couple degrees and you're looking to go back to school for something else, but it's like a little much. Like, you know, school's expensive, right? School's expensive. Scared to lose came out. That might have been what you overcame here. You might have been scared to lose in some way, and there was a little bit of fear, but you overcame that. You are protected. You are protected, Libra. Okay, you have people around you who support you. Always ask questions with this Child of Cups. I'm sorry, Child of Swords. Always ask questions. It's okay to ask questions. But you are also leading with love. You're leading with love. Nice. Yeah. Libras, you guys are such a wonderful mix of like logic and also like emotional intelligence. You guys are such an interesting mix of that. I really get the sense with this reading, like you might have fallen in love really fast with this person, but you didn't know everything about them at first, like the history, because you were so giving and generous and sweet. Like you gave too much without knowing everything. And now you realize, like, it's okay because in the end, everything came out into the open, right? But maybe you're like thinking I should have asked sooner. Like I wish I had known all of this right in the beginning. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. But it looks like you guys overcame it. You don't want to live in fear. You want to move forward with love. And it looks like that's what you're doing with the lovers and the six of fire. That's why you've come out of this hanged man energy where you weren't certain if you wanted to move forward or if it was the right thing to do. Now you know more about this person and you're feeling really good about this situation, which is really exciting for you. So I'm wishing you guys the best. I hope this resonated for someone. Thank you for stopping and listening. I appreciate everyone who watches. So have a great day. Thank you.